Welcome to Basic Cooking with Chef Agnew. So today we're doing a lasagna. It's a real beef lasagna. It's very light. I did not use any ground beef or burger meat. So I actually used chopped steak. And it was leftover steak from yesterday, and I used it, I chopped it up. So olive oil, we're gonna cook some onions. All'italiano, but my way. You gotta do it my way. So of course we got garlic. Depend how much you're making. I'm just making here lasagna for two. So I'm making a small lasagna. I don't need too much stuff. And whatever I'm making the mix, I'm going to only use half into the lasagna, and the other half I'm going to save for to make something else with the pasta. So I throw some the meat in there. I got some Italian seasoning. So we got a lot of love there. We got onion, garlic, meat. It's a sirloin, chopped meat. Italian seasoning, you gotta mix it very well. Let everything cook. Then I add the peppers, chopped pepper, red pepper. You can use whatever pepper you like. Peppers are really good. They're really good for you, especially now. They're loaded with vitamin C, and they're good for your health. So this is like a fun lasagna. I don't want it to be like too wet, too cheesy, too with the burger meat. It gets all greasy and stuff. I want this to be like more like into the healthy side, easy to eat. And I just soaked the lasagna sheets of lasagna into the water. I didn't even cook them or anything like that. I think they're going to cook them inside the oven while the whole thing is baking. So I'm finishing my sauce by adding the tomato sauce. So I get the meat. It's like the meat stew kind of with the tomato sauce. Add a little bit more. So every time you make lasagna, you need to have this nice tomato ragu. Most of the time it's either done with the ground beef or with just by itself, vegetarian. Here I use the meat. You just gotta make sure you chop the meat. You don't want the big chunks. So when you bite into lasagna, the thing doesn't come off. I added my herb here. I get some oregano, some parsley. Okay, now we're gonna assemble the lasagna, miniature lasagna, just for two people. Look at this sheet. They are not cooked. They've just been in the water. I put them in. There's a little butter underneath, so they don't stick. So two sheets. I got my little stew here with the tomato. Oh man, there's a lot of flavor in there. The meat tasted so good. I hate to not use it. Okay, now we're gonna add two more sheets of lasagna on top. And then we're gonna do the cheese layer. I get some parmesan, mozzarella. So I just chopped mozzarella and chopped very fine some leftover mozzarella cheese. This is like almost costing me nothing. I'm just using leftover stuff, cheese that I had. Lasagna sheets are not that expensive, so this is like a nice dinner for almost like $2-3 compared to ordering food from outside, it costs you like more than $30 just for one person, and it's not even good for you. But so this is great. Okay, we got another layer here, but this time we add in again meat. So you get meat, cheese, and again the meat and sauce. Spread all over. One more layer, so it's perfectly 4 layers. I had 8 sheets exactly, and I'm using them all exactly. So if you cook them, usually you always lose half. So just by soaking them in water, you don't lose much. So now I add the leftover cheese again, a little chopped mozzarella, parmesan cheese. Here's a trick. When you're gonna put this in the oven, make sure you use plastic wrap. Yes, I'm saying plastic. And then you put aluminum foil on top. What's gonna happen, the plastic wrap is gonna seal it like a glue, and then it's gonna keep it moist. Look now, it's been cooking for like 30 minutes. We're gonna take it. You see the plastic wrap coming out? It's coming out, it's not melting. So that actually kept the moisture inside. The aluminum foil is just kind of holding the heat as well. So that's the trick. Now, the moment of the truth. We put it back in the oven without any cover to get the crust. And now we're gonna see how it's coming. I mean, it looks good now, but we want to make sure. We're gonna flip it and see if it holds together. See if it has a lot of cheese, a lot of stuff, it will never hold together. But this way, with less cheese, less grease and fat and stuff like that, it's gonna hold. So we're gonna flip it, flip it, flip it. 1, 2, 3, there we go. It's flipping. Yeah. Nice color. Okay, now please God, it's gotta come off. If it doesn't come off, then it's gonna be all like a mess. Yeah, beautiful. So this is where you want it's holding together. Thank you, Lord. And it's easy to slice. It looks beautiful. It looks delish. So far, so good. What's happening now, you get a nice crispy outside, soft inside lasagna without too much grease, cheese, and all that fat from the burger meat, because we use the meat that's already been cooked, which is a New York strip meat, which is better flavor anyway. And then when you eat this, you're gonna feel good. Bon appetit. Garnish with some pomegranate seeds that are very good for you as well. Some herb, and so you get that sweet, crunchy softness. It's delicious. All'italiano. Oh, Mamma Maria. There we go. Grazie.